struggle with pricing your clients and wondering how can I get them to understand the value that I bring, because clients have this perception of it only takes me 15 minutes, or sometimes I have that own perception myself and I'll price accordingly. And I have talked to so many accountants, and I mean, we're talking thousands of accountants that are struggling with pricing every single day in their firm. But a lot of times, what you end up is doing nothing. So I'm Leslie Leondis, and in this training, I want to share with you on how you're not alone in this, and there is a way out. Because what I have seen over thousands of coaching conversations is that most people have trouble with pricing because it comes down to fear of saying no, fear of rejection, fear of not getting the work, fear of actually pricing that high when it really should be that high. And so what we do every time is when a client pushes back, that we negotiate, which it took us years to get the knowledge that we have here. Not everything you know is common knowledge. And we're no different than a doctor or a lawyer or anything, but for some reason in the accounting industry, we struggle with this each and every day. So if you're tired of listening to, having to say, good grief, do I have to say this one more time? That yes, I provide value, but we have to start with ourselves and we have to say, we provide value. We have to know our own value. And many times that is not the case. A lot of times we don't see our own value. We think in concepts of time. So if you're ready to fight this pricing monster, let's start now. And let's get past that. Work with somebody that's done it, somebody that still works in the industry, still does sales for accounting and tax, and how we've done it. Because there's been so many people say, well, I just need a good pricing calculator. Pricing calculators are crap. You need to understand the value you bring and be able to communicate that. A lot of this is about a communication strategy, and a pricing calculator doesn't give you that. And how do I know this? Because I've tried it over and over and over again, and it just doesn't work. I've tried doing technology, softwares that give you prices. I've tried the Excel sheets and all the things. I've tried the 3 packages and everything. And if you've tried all that, we get paralyzed by it. So if you're ready to actually capture this pricing monster once and for all and be able to tell clients that you have what your value is, what your price is, and be confident in it, join us now in our program to get you past this, because everything you do in your firm has a value to it. And it is not the value of the 15 minutes. And so I want you to, some of our coaching clients has doubled their revenue just by implementing a pricing change. And some of our clients they've lost clients, but they're still ahead of the revenue game. And they're actually more ahead in the profit game. They've been able to remove team members that weren't the right fit just by increasing prices, because then they lost the non-ideal clients. And then they increased prices where now they're getting paid their value. So if you're ready to actually do something about that, apply now in our program, so that way we can actually get you to where you want to go before you just keep burning in this cycle of just never ending work and not getting ahead. And 99.9% of the time, this starts with pricing, because you can't have the tech if you're not pricing right. You can't have the team if you're not pricing right. You can't have the work-life balance if you're not pricing right. Because let's face it, we're in a service-based business. So how can you provide service if you don't have either yourself providing the service or having a team provide the service? So the question is, how much do you want to get paid for providing that service? And I hear all the time about people wanting to compete with QuickBooks Live and compete with TurboTax and H&R Block and Jackson Hewitt. But also you have to look at your level of service. Are you providing a higher level of service? And most likely you are, and not getting paid for it. So why not actually get paid for it? And a lot of it comes down to confidence. It comes down to you don't know how, you don't know when, you don't know how to have the conversation, you don't know how to portray the value. That's where we coach you on how to do all that. So if you're ready to actually move your business to where you actually started it for, because let's face it, you didn't start your business to work 80, 90 hours a week or 60 to 70 or whatever your number is. You didn't start your business for that. Otherwise, you would have stayed in corporate. So let's move now because I am on a mission to change the accounting industry for the better, where people actually want to work in public accounting, where they want to stay in public accounting, where they actually want to service small business the way that small business owners should be serviced. And the reason a lot of times that clients don't see the value in us is because we're not hitting where they see value. So if you're ready to hit where they see value, apply now to join our coaching program where we can see where you're at and where you want to go. So comment on the link below to get the apply now button. Have a great rest of your day.